Clearly this is going to be some sort of foundation review because I ain't got no makeup on. But if you guys are familiar with my channel, seeing me fresh face like this is nothing new to you guys. But if you're new, yeah, skin's not perfect. Your girl got imperfections. It is what it is. So the new Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation has been getting a lot of buzz here on YouTube. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I mentioned as soon as the promo pictures were released for this that I definitely wanted to try this foundation out. But I wanted to wait until it came in store because I didn't want to play that whole guess my color thing when it comes to getting foundations online. It did finally hit my Sephora and I still got the wrong shade. So it comes with a whole lot of claims and I'm going to go ahead and read some of them to you all now. It says this is an innovative medium buildable foundation with 24-hour wear, first to market, flashback free, SPF 25 for a youthful look. I feel like that's a really big claim. Most foundations that have some type of SPF in it, it does come with flashback. So the fact that they're claiming this to have SPF and flashback, y'all already know I'm gonna try it out. It says this foundation is inspired by Marc Jacobs' very own shameless attitude and his tattoo. This innovative foundation lets your best self show all day long. It's clinically tested for 24 hours of long wear. Again, it contains the first to market technology that encapsulates the SPF and pigment. It says this oil-free weightless foundation provides a buildable medium coverage that blends seamlessly. Let's see, it gives like a whole 5 paragraphs. There's like 5 paragraphs to this, but I'm not about to read them all. It says it contains a blue daisy extract that's known to visibly diminish the complexion dulling effects of pollution. Okay, Marc. It also says that it's supposed to help your skin look hydrated, plumped, and more youthful. So go ahead and show off your skin shamelessly. And we're about to try that out today. So here is what the foundation looks out of the packaging. It just comes in this sort of plastic squeeze tube. Right off the bat, I can tell you I don't like the packaging. You guys know I say half the time when you get like a high-end foundation, I feel like you should get high-end packaging as well. And this is definitely not giving me high-end views. Like I'm not feeling this one. This foundation is $46. So of course, Marc Jacobs high-end foundation, $46 is going to be right up there in that high-end price that you can expect to pay. You do get 32 milliliters, which is 1.8 fluid ounces. But I do feel like because the way this is packaged, you may not be able to get like everything out of it. So we were kind of owed that extra 0.08 fluid ounces. So you ain't fooling me, Marc. I've already primed my face. I used my Boscia Pores No More primer. And now I'm just going to go ahead and apply this foundation. I'm going to use a brush. You can use a beauty blender if that's what you want to do. But I feel like because this is already just a medium buildable coverage, if you apply it with the beauty blender, it's definitely going to sheer it out more than it probably already is. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with a brush. The brush I'm using is my Morphe M439 brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze some out onto my face. This makes me feel like a girl in those Instagram tutorials squeezing it onto my face. Like I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this application, but I feel like it's probably the best way to apply it due to the packaging. Now this foundation does come in 29 shades. Not sure why they just come push out that one little extra one and give us 30 shades, but I'm not going to complain. It does come in a variety of undertones, and the letter in front of the foundation name lets you know what the undertone is. I thought I picked up Y480, which the Y would have given me a yellow undertone, and I ended up picking up R490 and I didn't realize it. And then I called my Sephora and the girl said they didn't even have Y480 to begin with. It was stocked wrong. So we're gonna push through with the red for video purposes. So the one thing I'm noticing is that this actually dries down pretty fast. Like I can already feel the foundation drying down as I'm applying it, so that lets me know you're gonna have to kind of move quickly. So I feel like the brush I was using, the Morphe brush, was kind of sucking up too much of the foundation. This is already not, you know, the most full coverage foundation, and I feel like the brush was just taking up a little too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little bit more. It's hard to say like how much you're applying because it's not like a pump or anything, but not too much, just a little bit more. And yeah, I definitely feel like this brush, this is my Sephora, what is this? Pro Flawless Airbrush. This brush is not sucking up the foundation as much as that Morphe, but you guys can definitely see, because I know I can tell in the viewfinder, this is a red undertone foundation, which normally I don't really go for the red undertones because I feel like I have more of a yellow, sometimes golden, but definitely not red. I think you would have to use so much of this to build it up to full coverage, because I'm getting medium. Like, I don't have the most like skin imperfections. I do have freckles. My freckles are all towards like the center of my face. You can still see my freckles. I do have like some hyperpigmentation there on both sides of my face. That is definitely still peeking through. I'm not really sure about this one. It is really lightweight, like it almost feels like I'm not wearing anything, but I almost feel like this is working more as like a, almost like a tinted moisturizer than anything. I'm not gonna apply any more because I feel like even if I apply any more, I'm not gonna be able to build it up all that well without maybe it starting to look cakey. So I think I'm gonna stop here and then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my face. I'm gonna do concealer, put my brows on, and all that other stuff, and then I'll be back. So I went ahead and finished up the rest of my face. I actually forgot to tell you guys what time it was when I first applied the foundation. It was 12 o'clock. And it is now 1:17. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's now 1:17. So I've actually had this foundation on for like an hour and 17 minutes now. I am going to try and wear this foundation for at least 6 hours. I know I have some videos I want to film and I have like some other things that I need to do. So I'm going to at least try to wear it for 6 hours. I pretty much already know how I feel about this foundation. Just the initial working with it, I definitely have thoughts on it. But I'm gonna try to at least give you guys like a 6 hour wear. I'm definitely not about to give y'all a 24-hour wear. I can tell you that. So I wanted to cut my lights down, my ring light down, and come a little closer and just show you guys again after about an hour and a half wear. This is how the foundation looking. I'm just tell you guys the first thing I don't like. It was so hard to blend out my contour. So if y'all wondering why it looks like I have this like mud streak on my face. Right off the bat, this foundation is not playing well with others. I'll just say that. But as I said before, I am going to go ahead and film some more videos and kind of just go throughout my day, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so this is going to be my first check-in with you guys. I have been wearing this foundation since 12 o'clock and it is now 4:27 if you guys can see. So I've been wearing this foundation for almost 4.5 hours, and I figured that was enough time to come in and kind of just, you know, let you guys see how it's holding up so far. I haven't really been doing like any type of strenuous activities. I haven't been like outside in the elements or anything. I just recorded a couple of videos. I have been chasing Lonnie down trying to do her hair. You guys know that Lonnie's hair is pretty much down her back, and trying to get her hair done is like a feat all in itself. Like, this child hates to have her hair done. Wait, so that could kind of be considered a strenuous activity. I just wanted to go ahead and zoom you guys in closer so you can get a better look at my face. I don't have my lipstick on anymore because I was eating and drinking and I just decided to take it off. But this again is what my face looks like after 4 hours. It is not really necessarily like getting oily or anything. I don't notice where it got like super oily, but there are so many other things about it that I have noticed that I don't like. I don't know if you guys can see, but here it has definitely settled into my smile lines like really, really bad. It's almost like on this portion of my face where my smile lines are, it has started to separate. I also feel like it's like clustering up around my nose. It's really, really weird, but it's like getting into the crevices like on the side of my nose and like just, I don't know, like bunching up in clusters. And I also feel like this foundation is showing a lot of like the texture on my skin. I really don't understand it, but it's showing like so much texture to me. I'm actually going to turn down my ring light so maybe you guys could get a better look at the things I'm trying to point out. So this is how the foundation looks with the ring light turned down, because I feel like sometimes when you have so many lights, it doesn't really give like the true image of what's really going on, especially when you get up close and you can really see the texture on my face with this foundation. And I don't even feel like my face has this much texture on a regular basis, which is why it's really, really crazy. But it's doing something weird with my face and my skin, and I'm not liking it. I'm probably gonna wear this foundation for maybe 2 more hours, maybe one. Like, I wanted to at least do 6 hours for you guys. I knew I wasn't gonna do 24, that's for sure, but I wanted to at least do 6. But I really want to get this foundation off my face. Like, I really want to take this foundation off. But I'm going to at least try to maybe get like 1 more hour before I come in and give you guys my final thoughts. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I am back for my final update on this foundation. I put this foundation on at 12 o'clock and it is now 6:40. Hold on, where'd it go? It's now 6:41. Can you guys see that? It's now 6:41. So I've actually almost had this foundation on for 7 hours, a lot longer than I initially planned to, but I got caught up doing something and time kind of went by because I wanted to take this foundation off like 4 hours ago. So many things about this foundation that I just don't like at all, and like, it's not even one of those things where I feel like, oh, maybe I need to give it another chance. Like, ain't no second chances. Ain't no second chances, bruh. I feel like this foundation has started to separate on my face, which is just really crazy. This foundation definitely like settled into my fine lines. I feel like this foundation accentuates my pores. It accentuates like my texture and all my problem issues. I also feel like my little mustache, because I mean, I got a little mustache that I need to go ahead and shave down, but just a little bit of like peach fuzz that is hanging around right now. Like, I feel like you can just like see it so much clear. Like, I just don't like this foundation. For what, $46? I'm just not impressed. I mean, I already knew that the coverage was medium, but that really didn't bother me because I'm not one of those people that feels like I have to reach for a full coverage foundation. But I just feel like this foundation is just like showing every problem area on my face. I also feel like when I went to apply my contour stick, which I use the Fenty Beauty Expresso contour stick, like, it was so hard for me to blend it out. It's like it just kind of stuck to the foundation. I really had to like scrub on my face to blend it out, and it ended up kind of just looking really muddy on the side of my face. This foundation also dried down really quickly, so it's something like you're gonna kind of have to act fast because it dries down really quickly. It doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. It feels really lightweight, but yeah, just being lightweight is not gonna cut it for me. Again, I also feel like it just kind of like settled into the side of my nose. Like, just overall, I'm not even talking about the color because again, we started off knowing that the color was wrong, but just as a whole, I am definitely not impressed. This is a high-end foundation. I feel like there are so many other high-end foundations that are so much better than this. Matter of fact, I feel like there are so many drugstore foundations out there that are better than this. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of my skin. Like, it said that this foundation was geared for like all skin types, dry, oily, combo oily. I am combo oily. I don't know if it's just my skin type. Like, I don't know if maybe if people will like it if they have more drier skin or more normal skin. I just don't know. All I know is I am not impressed. Like, oh my god, I don't like this foundation. I'm just ready to take it off. Like, it's a no. If you ask me if I recommend it, I definitely don't. I know that this is a first impression, and I'm the one to tell you guys all the time, first impressions, I don't really trust them because your thought process could change. It ain't no changing. This is it. So definitely let me know what you guys think of the video. Hopefully this was helpful for those of you who have been asking me to try out this foundation. It was this one and the Cover FX that so many of you guys have been hitting me up on my social media accounts like, Tiff, are you going to try it out? I still haven't gotten my hands on the Cover FX because it's not in my Sephora yet. And again, I don't want to play that guessing game and trying to get my shade online, but as soon as it does hit my Sephora, I'll definitely pick it up and try it out. Let me know if you guys have tried out this foundation. What are your thoughts? Do you like it, dislike it, and all that other good stuff down below. Just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you, but if you're asking if I'm gonna recommend it off of how it works for me, no. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with your girl here on my channel, and until next time, bye YouTube.